Little load. Okay, now for assessment. See why we do assessment. There are two things. So survey is another thing and assessment is a different thing. Survey is like how your experience was during this entire training session. How you want to. You know how you feel about it, how helpful that was in order to learn something. How would you like to refer it to somebody? These are the service personnel, or maybe like, how would you rate your trainer? How would you rate your? You know. Physical class and everything material, these things. But when it comes to assessment, this is more related to your learning material or what you have learned about. So like, if you are doing this training, then at the end of this, I can ask you something related to this assessment, related to something like the survey or anything that what you have learned very good, okay, so I'll take it. These are called the service portions. So one very small and very important KBA is there for this. You can have a look whenever you have some time. I'll ping you this, or do you want me to send you an email with that? I'll forward all those emails. Okay, so when you go there and in general, what you will learn about the system. There are two kinds of things. You design how the assessment will look like, how it will help you do quiz, which will help you understand the quiz. Then successful learning exam assessment. So at the end. So if you went through this learning hub, you must have seen that at the end of this. At the end of any training, they always ask for a smaller size assessment. Let me show you. And okay, so this is, as it says, exam and quizzes. Let me show you a small example of that. Although we will see how to set up and do all these. Did you take that? So it's just a very good example. Let me see if we have any at this point. Like this. Yes, this final test, once you are done with it. So there, at the end of any training or anything, they always set up a small assessment where it will ask a lot of questions, or quiz where it will help you to understand either the stats or training or again. Of course, this is because to check your understanding about the topic. Yeah, this is how you will. We are going to create. So, as you saw this, in this we will have a different kind of assessment that can be created like quiz. Or exam, a proper exam, like you can. I can ask you a lot of things. Any one of them, like question library, there can be new objective, new question library, things like that, create an exam assessment. So these are of course there, so you can click on any one of them. So very basic one is the exam. How you create an exam assessment. So, hence on, if you see this document one by one, you can see the assessment and you can see the results. But if you just want to test them on the knowledge after viewing a video, which one should I use? So, first of all, that's what I'm starting from, you should go with the exam first. If you always take an exam for any particular training that you have taken. So let's say there are 5, 10 people, you took a corporate training or any particular training, and at the end of this you ask for a small exam that you just have to pass. It then only some time. What happens? That, unless you pass this assessment, your training will not be completed, like my data training. But I don't want exam, I just want to ask them example, they view a video. I just want them to answer a few questions. Yeah, so just normal one. So like, if you go, so this is the exam one I would point. Let me show you the normal quiz one. Yeah, may not be an exam life, very formal, so you just want the normal. How do you usually? You see your assessment right, but just a title is different. Maybe just a quiz with me. Yeah, so like we just saw that there are 3, 4 questions, okay. Okay. Oh okay, so that's quiz type. Okay, all of this are inventory. I'll tell you why. Because your company can still meet these assessments for different training, like there can be a library of the questions that they need to have. If you are doing a training, every time somebody attached it as a ghost and when complete the training, they have to go through a small quiz and that quiz question can change every time. Not all the time. But if what you did, let's say you created 20 questions in this question library and you said, every time you log in there will be 5 set of questions, that will keep on changing. Okay, so that can be done, so let us go to quiz. Go to the content. In order to go to assessment, click on the content.